This year's ceremony will be held under the theme, Mobilizing Society Towards Consolidating Our Democracy and Freedom. National orders are the highest awards that a country, through its president, bestows to its citizens and eminent foreign nationals who have contributed towards the advancement of democracy and who have made a significant impact on improving the lives of South Africans. The national orders also recognize the contributions made by individuals who contributed and continue to contribute to a non-racial, non-sexist, democratic, and prosperous South Africa as envisaged in our Constitution. This is the 19th investiture ceremony since the inception of the national orders, contributing towards unity, reconciliation, and nation building. President Jacob Zuma will bestow to deserving recipients the Order of Mendi for Bravery, the Order of Ikamanga, the Order of the Baobab, the Order of Luthuli, the Order of Mapungubwe, and the Order of the Companions of O.R. Tambo. The Order of Mendi for Bravery recognizes South African citizens who have performed acts of bravery. The Order in Silver will be bestowed on Alfred Duma for his leadership in times of difficulty and his brave contribution to the rights of workers and the liberation of the people of South Africa. It will also be bestowed on Riot Makomanis Nkwanazi for his excellent and valiant contribution to the liberation of the people of South Africa. The Order in Gold will be bestowed on Cletus Mzimela for his precision under pressure and gallantry in the face of crippling odds in pursuit of the liberation of the people of South Africa. The Order of Ikamanga recognizes South Africans who have excelled in the fields of the arts, culture, literature, music, journalism, and sport. The Order in Silver will be bestowed on Chad Leclerc for his excellent achievements on the international swimming stage, especially at the London Olympics in 2012, thus placing South Africa in high standing globally in the field of aquatic sports. On Ilse Hayes for her courageous and relentless pursuit of excellence and incredible physical endurance. On Vusi Mahlasela for using his talent beyond its entertainment value to draw attention to the injustices that isolated South Africa from the global community during the apartheid years. On Zolani Mkiva for achieving international recognition in praise poetry and being an outstanding champion of African oral traditions, who has done not only South Africa proud, but the continent as a whole. On Kaiser Mtaung for his achievement as a committed and dedicated footballer and his outstanding contribution to the development of young football talent in our country. On Priti Yende for her excellent achievement and international acclaim in the field of the world of opera and serving as a role model to aspiring young musicians. The Order of the Baobab recognizes South African citizens who have contributed to community service, business and economy, science, medicine, and technological innovation. The Order in Bronze will be bestowed on Suraya Bibi Khan for her selfless and outstanding contribution to the upliftment of disadvantaged communities in South Africa and abroad, and her tireless voluntary work in the community where she lives. It will also be awarded in bronze to Nontsikelelo Qolane for her outstanding contribution to education in South Africa and for being an inspiration and role model to both young and old. At the age of 92, Qolane has earned the title of the oldest known teacher in South Africa. The Order of the Baobab in silver will be bestowed on Yusufa Bramchi for his excellent contribution to the field of community development through LEAD SA. It will also be bestowed on David Jacobus Bosch, posthumous, for his selfless struggle for equality in segregated churches and society in general, and his dedication to community upliftment. By doing so, he lived the values of non-racialism against the mainstream of his own culture. The order will also be bestowed on Colin Wells Eglin for serving the country with excellence and for his dedication and courage in standing up for the principles of equality for all South Africans against the unjust laws of the past. The order will also be bestowed on Herbert William Garnett de la Hunt for his tireless and excellent work in the service of promoting the South African Scouts movement locally and abroad and demonstrating the spirit of volunteerism. The order will also be bestowed on Syed Mohammed Ridwan Mia for his excellent contribution to the field of medicine and giving hope to victims devastated by burn injuries. The Order of Luthuli recognizes South African citizens who have contributed to the struggle for democracy, nation building, building democracy and human rights, justice and peace, as well as the resolution of conflicts. The order in bronze will be bestowed on Nomasisi Mtshotshisa, posthumous, for being the embodiment of courageous leadership by women in South Africa and for her outstanding contribution to the struggle for democracy. The order will be bestowed in silver to the following: Neville Edward Alexander, posthumous, for his courageous rejection of injustice and his excellent contribution to the struggle against apartheid in striving to ensure equality for all South Africans. It will also be bestowed on Amina Desai, posthumous, for her selfless sacrifice, courage, and excellent contribution to the anti-apartheid struggle. Desai did not believe in the limitations imposed by apartheid and fought valiantly against oppression. The order will also be bestowed on Michael Alan Hamel, posthumous, for his relentless fight against injustice as part of the National Liberation Movement and his contribution to equality for all South Africans. Esop Esak Jassat, for his excellent contribution to the struggle for liberation and advancing democracy in South Africa through selfless sacrifice without regard for his own safety and well-being. Arthur Litele, posthumous, for his dedication and excellent work in pursuing the liberation of the people of South Africa and Lesotho, above everything, including his own safety. Musibudi Mangena, for his excellent contribution to the struggle against apartheid and positive contribution to democracy in South Africa through his role in improving education, especially in the critical areas of mathematics and science. Musa, known as Mosi Mula, for his dauntless and excellent work in the liberation movement, often at great risk to his life, and for representing the interests of the liberation movement in South Africa in the international community. Richard Motupi, for the excellent role he played in pursuing freedom for all South Africans during the liberation struggle and the building of democracy in South Africa. David Fani Mncube, for his excellent contribution to the struggle for a non-racial, non-sexist, just and democratic South Africa. Elias Pakane Moritsile, posthumous, for his excellent contribution and dedication to the struggle for freedom in South Africa in both urban and rural areas, and sacrificing his life for a free South Africa. The award, the Order of Luthuli, in silver, it will be bestowed in gold on Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma for exceptional life and work to the cause of freedom for the people of South Africa and the development and consolidation of our democracy in the quest to create a better life for all. The Order of Mapungubwe recognizes South Africans who have accomplished excellence and exceptional achievement to the benefit of South Africa and beyond. The Order of Mapungubwe in bronze will be bestowed on Professor Quraisha Abdul Karim for her outstanding work in the field of HIV, AIDS, and tuberculosis research, and her role in health policy development that is placing South Africa on the international stage. The Order of Mapungubwe in silver will be bestowed on the following: Dr. Benny Fanaroff, for his excellent contribution to astronomy and dedication in putting South Africa on the map with the SKA project. He is a thinker, an academic, a trade unionist, and an exceptional public servant. Professor George Ekama, for his excellent research that has provided innovative solutions to enhancing and improving wastewater treatment. His important work is helping the country to find solutions to water scarcity. Dr. Glenda Gray, for her excellent life-saving research in mother-to-child transmission of HIV and AIDS that has changed the lives of the people of South Africa and abroad. Her work has not only saved the lives of many children, but also improved the quality of life for many others with HIV and AIDS. Professor Malkhapuru William Makhoba, for his dedication and excellent contribution to the field of science and medicine, locally and internationally, and for his contribution to the building of democracy in South Africa. He is an outstanding academic and a pioneer of transformation in higher education. Finally, the Order of the Companions of O.R. Tambo recognizes eminent foreign nationals and other foreign dignitaries for friendship shown to South Africa. It is therefore an order of peace, cooperation, and active expression of solidarity and support. The Order in Silver will be bestowed on Dina Forti for developing a strong anti-apartheid movement in Italy and assisting liberation organizations in Southern Africa, including the ANC, Frelimo, and the People's Movement for the Liberation of Angola. The Reverend Jesse Louis Jackson for dedicating his life to challenge societies and governments to recognize that all people are born equal and that everyone is in equal measure entitled to life, liberty, prosperity, and human rights, for his excellent contribution for the fight against apartheid. Enuka Skriniwasulu Reddy for his active support of the South African freedom movement for more than half a century. As head of the United Nations Center Against Apartheid for over 2 decades, he played a key role in promoting international sanctions against apartheid South Africa and organizing the World Campaign to free Nelson Mandela and other political prisoners. Giuseppe Sonchini, posthumous, for his contribution to the liberation movement by forging a pact of solidarity between the town of Reggio Emilia in Italy and the African National Congress. His town served as a haven to many anti-apartheid activists during the difficult times of oppression. The Order of the Companions of War Tambo in gold will be bestowed on Lyndon Forbes Sampson Benham, posthumous, for his dedication to the liberation of his country, Guyana, as well as the African continent. He established diplomatic relations with many African countries and expressed solidarity with the liberation movement and freedom fighters in South Africa. His solidarity with the leaders of the African National Congress strengthened relations between Guyana and South Africa. We congratulate the recipients and call on all South Africans to join us in celebrating these outstanding South Africans and distinguished friends of South Africa. I thank you.